What's up guys, the Lazy Goldmaker here, and we're starting a new video series. So the Anniversary Realms are out, and I wasn't sure how much I want to play on the Anniversary Realm, but I got an idea for a pretty fun little challenge, so we'll see how that goes. I've leveled this character to level 5, and we're going to keep it at level 5, just sitting in town, and the goal is to try to get an epic mount. So I want to get to 1,000 gold. We'll see how quickly I can do it. I'll sort of log every day I log in. I might not log in every day, so it'll sort of count by the amount of days I play the game, and we'll get going. So obviously I have like 2.8 silver, so we need to find something that we can get some initial gold from. Obviously, one old classic is to buy the various profession tools from vendors and just resell those on the auction house. So we're going to try to do that because that's often something that works out. So fishing pole is good. Mining pick is not good. All right, too expensive. Skinning knife is also too expensive. Yes, we're gonna stick to the fishing pole and the blacksmith hammer, I guess. And then the next part is we'll probably utilize tailoring, which I know has been a way to get some gold in the past. Specifically, if we can get to the bags, we can often vendor shuffle those for a profit. So that's the initial moves, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so it's been 6 days since I decided to start this little challenge, and I'm at 1 gold, 71 silver. I have like 7 hours played at max level, but some of it was before I did the challenge. I've not been spending 7 hours just focusing on making gold. At least I don't think so, but I mean, I didn't track my time use specifically. So we have been making some gold. If we look back at the week, we can see that I pretty much made all my gold on Saturday. Boom, that's it. So that's kind of nice. So the main thing I've been doing is utilizing Enchanting. So what I've done is I've searched for weapons that I can disenchant into magic essences, and then I've crafted ones and just vendored them. I've sold a couple on the auction house, but mostly I've just vendored them. And this is pretty good early gold in general. So I'm just going to post this one to the auction house. So what you do is you just search for weapons you want them to be item level 16, because that's when they can get the greater magic essence as a drop. And then you vendor the ones. The big ones are 15 gold or 15 silver, so it's about 15 silver per greater magic essence. You might sometimes be able to sell them for more. The ones might be worth more on the auction house, but like it's a little bit, and you have to pay a lot more in deposits, and it also takes a lot longer to get your gold. So usually you're better off just vendoring them. So generally you want to find weapons that are below 14 silver, then you're pretty much guaranteed to make a profit. I've set it up so that Trade Skill Master uses the disenchant value as the percentage there. So I've set this up by changing this one to destroy, which is the disenchant value if TSM knows it. So this percentage, so this one is 85% of the value of what you would get from disenchanting it on average. Then before that, to get the starting gold, I've sold some copper rods, some weak flux, some other vendor items that you can just buy from a vendor and sell on the auction house. People will buy these every once in a while. And you can make some nice starting gold, or not starting silver, I guess is more correct. And then once you have enchanting at 10, then you can start making the lesser magic ones, which means you do the same thing, and then you just craft the lesser magic ones instead, which are slightly less efficient because you have to use 1 simple wood per 1 magic essence instead of 1 simple wood over 3 magic essences. But that's what I've done so far. The plan going further, I'll probably have to keep doing this or vendor searches or stuff like that a little while longer. And then I want to go into, I have enough money now that I could potentially start buying some materials to resell. like low level dust is a good candidate for something I could look into flipping already, like strange dust or soul dust. Those are some of the better ones because they don't have a deposit cost. But yeah, we can see I bought 3 items. I got unlucky and got dust from one of them. They were about 13 silver each. I got 3 greater magic essences, so I'm making 2 silver per item. And this was on the unlucky side, because when you get strange dust, then you're making a big loss on the 20%, and the 5% where you can get a glimmering essence, that's even worse. But yeah, on average it will pay off. You just have to keep doing it. And I've had some lucky sessions where I got multiple stacks of 2 greater magic essences per item, and then some where you're not making as much. So going forward, we just have to start scaling on the auction house, which I can soon do. And if you're just leveling your own character, you can do the same Greater Magic Wand shuffle to just get some initial gold. If you're struggling with paying for your skills at like level 10, just go into town, do this during prime time when people are posting stuff on the auction house. For an hour, you can probably fund like your skills for the next 10-15 levels. And not have to worry about it. So now we're back at 2 gold 16, and we're ready to go. So I've been thinking about if I want to do another profession here. I haven't done the research yet, but I think engineering is the other option that might be interesting to look at. What's it called? To look at if there are any of the low-level parts that are used in higher-level crafts that might be relevant. I'm also, now that I have a reasonable amount of gold, that we're gonna do a trip and look at the vendors for recipes, limited supply recipes. In particular, I'm interested in running over to the alchemy vendor to see if we can get the free action potion recipes or some of the other ones that are relevant. This is also something that's good to get onto the auction house. But yeah, we just have to do stuff like this to scale up to 20, 30, 40 gold. Once I get there, then I can start investing as much of my gold as possible into various materials that I can find for cheap. Starting with the cheaper materials and lower cost on the auction house to keep my costs down, and then we scale. So yeah, that's my status so far. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.